Good afternoon, everyone. I am pleased to welcome AmeriCorps Cape Cod Year 21 members, family, alums, service partner, and friends who have joined us today from all over the country to take part in AmeriCorps Cape Cod Year 21's virtual ceremony. This ceremony is a time to recognize and celebrate this core of 20 members for their commitment to the Cape Cod community. In addition to celebrating the accomplishments of our members, we are celebrating the program's 21st year. The longevity of the AmeriCorps Cape Cod program is the result of a group of passionate and dedicated idealists and advocates. The continuation of our program is underpinned by the partnerships at the town, county, state, and federal level. Without advocates at each of these levels, we would cease to function. Many thanks must be given to the continued support of this program to the Barnstable County Commissioners and Assembly of Delegates, the Cape Cod Legislative Delegation, and elected officials, the AmeriCorps Cape Cod Advisory Board, the Corporation for National and Community Service, the Massachusetts Service Alliance, the Cape Cod National Seashore, the 15 towns of Cape Cod, and the departments we partner with, all of our service partners, current and former members, and all of our supporters. Each entity listed is crucial in ensuring the continuation of this program. We begin our program today by hearing from a few people who exemplify what it means to be an advocate for national service and for the AmeriCorps Cape Cod program. As I mentioned previously, this program is the result of a series of partnerships. At the heart of that partnership is the Massachusetts Service Alliance and our program officer, Roger Dunn. Roger Dunn has supported us over the last 3 years through many staff transitions to ensure we are always in compliance with our grant. Roger is also always there to answer any small question I might have. Thank you, Roger, for joining us today and for speaking on behalf of the Massachusetts Service Alliance.
Hello, everyone. My name is Roger Dunn. I am an AmeriCorps program officer with the Massachusetts Service Alliance. In case you don't remember, the Massachusetts Service Alliance is the official state commission on service and volunteerism. We are the grant-making agency within the state, and we partner with organizations such as AmeriCorps Cape Cod to make sure the federal funding gets in place to help run the AmeriCorps programs. First of all, let me say congratulations on your service. I realize it wasn't exactly the term of service that you thought it would be. It wasn't anything like any of us thought this year would be. But that should not in any way take away from the service that you provided, the sacrifice that each and every one of you made. So thank you. I don't know if you remember, but back in November, each one of you gathered for AmeriCorps opening day with all of the other AmeriCorps members around the state. It was a day filled with lots of excitement and lots of just enthusiasm. During that AmeriCorps opening day, you took the AmeriCorps pledge. And I just want to remind you what that AmeriCorps pledge says. It says, "I will get things done for America to make our people safer, smarter, and healthier. I will bring Americans together to strengthen our communities. Faced with apathy, I will take action. Faced with conflict, I will seek common ground. Faced with adversity, I will persevere. I will carry this commitment with me this year and beyond. I am an AmeriCorps member, and I will get things done." You know, I look at this AmeriCorps pledge, and I hope each one of you do as well, and I hope that it resonates with you. I hope you can reflect back on your service year, and you can see so many things that we are currently facing in this world today with both the pandemic and the racial injustices that have been happening in our country for way too long. And I just encourage you Faced with apathy, I will take action. Faced with conflict, I will seek common ground. Faced with adversity, I will persevere. That's what each and every one of you did this year. You persevered. You took a situation that wasn't ideal and you continued to serve. And I thank you. America thanks you. It's very inspiring. I took this pledge almost 24 years ago when I was an AmeriCorps member. I served 2 terms with the Elkhart and Baier Corps. We were an AmeriCorps program in Elkhart, Indiana that also focused on environmental issues. And I take this AmeriCorps pledge seriously, and I've taken it with me, especially the part of the pledge that says I will carry this commitment with me this year and beyond. I remember doing things after my service year that, to be quite honest, I don't know if I would have done without having those service years, including every year on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a day on, not a day off, wherever I was living, I would find a way to serve. And so I encourage you, each and every one of you, as you continue on your journeys, wherever that might be, I just encourage you to continue your ethic of service, to continue to making a difference in your communities, continue to make your voice heard, continue to just let everybody know by both your words and your actions what it meant to be an AmeriCorps member. So once again, thank you so much for your service. I congratulate each and every one of you, and I just wish you luck on the next part of your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Roger, for your continued support, and thank you to everyone at the Massachusetts Service Alliance for their ongoing hard work to ensure that service remains a priority in Massachusetts. Next, I would like to welcome the Wellfleet Shellfish Department's Constable and friend of AmeriCorps Cape Cod, Nancy Civetta. Nancy has been a service partner with AmeriCorps Cape Cod for the past 2 years. Her passion, drive, and charisma make every service project with the Wellfleet Shellfish Department exciting and fun. So without further ado, here is Nancy to highlight some of the great service that the Year 21 members provided to the Wellfleet Shellfish Department and the Outer Cape.
Hello, I'm Nancy Civetta, the Shellfish Constable for the town of Wellfleet. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all of the graduating AmeriCorps members in the 2019-2020 program. Woohoo! Way to go! Your service with different towns, organizations, and groups enriches all of the service partners. We're able to accomplish much more and take on new things because of your presence with us, serving with us. And creating projects and meaningful work for you means that we can do things that we wouldn't otherwise be able to do. So believe me when I tell you that we couldn't do it without you. The AmeriCorps partnership is vital to the success of each service partner, and this year challenged the programs in ways that we couldn't have imagined. It's been an exceptional year in so many ways, and what shone through it all was the perseverance, dedication, kindness, and optimism of all of you members serving with us. You were confronted with an unknown situation. So many things bombarded us in the beginning. There was fear. You guys were far from home. You were cooped up in a house with a lot of other people for weeks at a time. And your optimism shone through. It was remarkable. I like to talk about optimism as seeing the glass half full, and I've never seen this so apparent as in you AmeriCorps members this year. And it's a quality that's sorely needed in the world today, and it will take you far as you venture out in pursuit of your dreams. So hang on to that. As I look back on this program year with AmeriCorps Cape Cod, I feel like of all the project partners, the Wellfleet Shellfish Department benefited. Even once the pandemic protocols took effect, we were able to continue working from time to time with members in the Lehac house. And we were so fortunate to have your assistance, your motivation, and your sense of fun on our projects. So not only did you help us achieve important shellfish nursery efforts and other department goals, but you really went above and beyond, and you made kinship and laughter an integral part of your projects with us. And we were able to see just how versatile you were, and this was important in a quickly changing landscape this year. So kudos to you. And did I mention that you tagged all of our racks and oyster grow bags? Thank you! So I remember most vividly perhaps our gear cleanup day in our gear yard. And I watched as members took on task 2, 3 at a time, and boy, those were a bear of a task. It was quite a project day over there. And I just watched how you worked together, and you kind of cycled through your different housemates and made sure that you worked in each one and with each one. And it was just so clear how much you liked each other. Different people had different strengths, and you really collaborated to kind of take on not a fun task and make it fun though. And when I took a look at the end of the day at what you had accomplished, I was really proud. You had brought order to chaos, and it was such a metaphor for the time we were living in then. You made us look good. I got so many compliments from other departments, and I really appreciate the fact that you stuck with it and kept your motivation up to accomplish that task. It isn't always easy to stick with something. You have to have a sense of optimism and surround yourself with good team members, people with different points of view. And when you do that and you bring that all together, it can really flip a switch and help you achieve a goal. So as you go out and pursue your educational and career goals out in the world, pick good members for your team, people with different strengths and perspectives. It's really a key to success. So another thing is all of the physical work that you do in all kinds of weather when you serve with AmeriCorps. And that is where your commitment to the cause burns bright. I remember a group of people hanging shellfishing signs in the pouring rain. I remember in April, in driving northeast winds, dumping juvenile oysters into the recreational area on our barge. And I remember last fall, I think it might have been on your first project, where you moved 150 stacks of spat collecting devices that were heavy with juvenile oysters, probably the best set we've seen in years. And those were really heavy, and you moved 150 stacks of them. So you guys are strong. And you're not all brawn, though. You're also brains. You're creative thinkers. And you have come up with some innovative solutions. Each of you had a unique perspective that you brought to problem solving, and I saw it in action. It was nothing short of a miracle how you got all the derelict gear in our gear yard, aquaculture gear, rebar, and you made it all fit in one rectangular dumpster. Wow. And then each of you, when you serve with service partners, you become an asset to our teams. For example, we would have really struggled to come up with the volume of our spreader to determine how much sea clam shell we're putting in each strip on the bottom of Wellfleet Harbor. But Travis didn't struggle with it. He came up with it. And that was a real asset for us. We were able to use that to devise a project study that we'll be doing moving forward. So thank you to you all for all you're doing. Brawn and brains. I see each of you as nimble and able to adapt to all sorts of circumstances and events. it was made so very clear this year. You need those qualities to succeed. When you go out into the world or pivot into new directions, when life throws you obstacles or roadblocks or detours, and when life gives you some advantages you want to take advantage, some opportunities that you want to take advantage of. These are the things that you learned and that we saw in you, in your service here with this year with us. So as you embark on the next chapter in your stories, remember to hold on to those qualities we saw so clearly in you during this time with AmeriCorps Cape Cod. You were motivated, adaptable, creative thinkers. You prioritized kinship, laughter, and optimism. You're going to go far in the world, touching people's lives like you touched ours. And it gives me great comfort and belief in humanity to know that there are people going out into the world like you, populating our planet. Thank you for your service. Thank you for these lessons that you taught us. Thank you for being you. Congratulations. Go team.
Thank you, Nancy, for joining us today and for exemplifying what it means to be a leader to AmeriCorps members and inspiring others to serve. I would now like to introduce our last guest speaker, Josh Wrigley, with the Sandwich Department of Natural Resources. Josh is someone who goes above and beyond to provide mentorship and member support. This year, he has led many diverse service projects ranging from shellfish propagation at Mill Creek to trail maintenance projects, all while doing so with a smile and a wealth of knowledge to share. He will now speak to service and the impact Year 21 AmeriCorps members has had on the local community.
Okay. Hello, AmeriCorps service members. Some of you may recognize me, but for those whom I haven't met yet, my name is Joshua Wrigley, and I'm the Assistant Director of Natural Resources for the town of Sandwich. I wish that I could deliver this message to you in person, but the current health crisis has made it so that digital media will need to suffice. In spite of the year's service having ended prematurely, DNR Director Dave DeConto and I would like to recognize and thank you for your hard work this year in Sandwich and across Barnstable County. You accomplished a great deal in just a few short months. In Sandwich, you widened the trails at Maple Swamp, making them more accessible to the public, and you improved the Talbot's Point parking area so that more people may appreciate the many qualities of its pitch pines and marsh-side trails. Brady's Island also benefited from your loppers as you helped clear the way for what will someday be a park that celebrates Sandwich's unique heritage and proximity to the marsh. On Mill Creek, you sorted oysters, scrubbed bags, and installed gear in an effort to improve shellfish growth rates. Much of that work took place during the winter when conditions were less than ideal. On one memorable day, a stalwart crew transported oysters in -6-degree temperatures as a 20-knot north wind formed ice on equipment and service members alike. Difficult to believe on a day like today. Days like those are memorable because of the physical test, but also because of the sense of accomplishment afterwards. As a result of your work, the town of Sandwich had a great shellfish season, with oysters still being harvested right up to the closing date. All of these service days helped push us closer to our larger shellfish and lands management project goals. The idea of service is old, rooted in classical traditions of civic participation and duty. A person commits herself or himself to a purpose that is larger than the individual. It is a dedication to bettering the common good, an endeavor that altruistically places the need of the many ahead of other, more personal priorities. As an office that hosts an AmeriCorps placement, Katie McGovern this year from Stoneham, who helped us immeasurably. Thank you, Katie. I am fortunate to work on a daily basis with inspired people, for whom service is not merely an ideal, but a practice. As you leave AmeriCorps, I hope you remain inspired to do good work, and that the idea of service continues to inform your approach to life. So much of AmeriCorps' work is centered around natural resources, shellfish aquaculture, conservation land management, and shorebird protection, that it's important to recognize the inherently environmental nature of the service assignments. Coming from my previous work in environmental history, there is often a lament that so much of the field is dominated by stories of decline, perhaps more so than in other areas of history. The good thing about working in natural resource management is that I am now less an author of the past and more of a participant in shaping the present and future. You have that power too, as evidenced by your commitment to AmeriCorps. But it should not stop with the end of your service. You are the author of your story and the story of your generation, and ultimately you decide how things turn out. All too often, the dual poisons of cynicism and apathy erode a person's sense of what positive improvement can be achieved, but I encourage you to always think of yourself as an agent of change. Never forget that. Every trail that you maintain, shellfish you grow, or shorebird fence you install is a gesture toward a greater good whose cumulative benefits may never be numerically realized or fully accounted for. And yet, they are all significant contributions to preserving the Cape Cod that we know and understanding its communities, both human and environmental, better. Thank you for your service to the communities of Barnstable County, and good luck in the years ahead. I hope you always regard Cape Cod as a place that welcomes your return.
Thank you, Josh, for joining us and sharing your inspiring words on service and the accomplishments of this year's members. Now I want to switch gears and talk about our Year 20 celebration. This past year was an important milestone for the AmeriCorps Cape Cod program. We celebrated our 20th anniversary. ACC alumni, current members, service partners, friends, and family gathered to celebrate by participating in beach cleanups, bonfires, and amazing food. Thank you all for your continued love and support over these last 20 years. We would like to highlight some of the meaningful service projects that were completed by this year's Corps. These projects have made a clear and lasting impact within the Cape Cod community. Our program supervisors, Phoebe Plank and Connor and Brian, have prepared some service project highlights for this year.
Connor and I felt it fitting to highlight projects that showcased both surf and turf service that the ACC members completed on the Outer and Upper Cape. This year, the Outer Cape members participated in a variety of shellfishing projects, but one in particular that stands out is the annual oyster cull in Eastham. In the fall, members spent multiple service days helping the Eastham Department of Natural Resources cull, sort, and clean oysters collected from float bags in Salt Pond. Members then helped broadcast the oysters into Salt Pond's adjoining river in preparation for recreational harvesting. During one of the project days, the shoreline at Salt Pond was overtaken by king tide, and members ended up in waist-deep water by the end of the culling and broadcasting process. After culling and broadcasting the oysters, members then helped the department clean and store propagation gear for overwintering. At the end of each day, members even had fun cleaning off their gunky waders by hosing each other down. Many thanks to ACC service partner Nicole Payne and the Eastham Department of Natural Resources for hosting these productive, fun, wet and wild project days in which the members got to learn more about the significance of shellfish propagation on the Outer Cape. Land management projects were also a large part of the Outer Cape schedule. One that is significant to highlight is a multi-day trail clearing project that members helped out with in Chatham. Members spent several service days this winter clearing trails of downed, storm-damaged tree material at the McCoy Tree Farm Conservation Area with the Town of Chatham Natural Resources Department. This multi-day project allowed members to practice safe habits when operating chainsaws, while also learning how to strategize when making cuts in hazardous tree material. This project also provided members with the opportunity to utilize clear and direct forms of communication in a high-risk setting. With each new day, members gained more confidence in communicating with one another while working on safely cleaning up tree material that had been damaged during the tornado that hit the Cape in July of 2019. Thank you to ACC's service partner Paul Whiteman and the Town of Chatham Natural Resources Department for hosting this project and helping the members learn more about the planning, strategy, and technique that goes into managing conservation lands in Chatham. Now I will pass it over to Connor, who will talk about the surf and turf service highlights from the Upper Cape.
ACC Upper Cape members completed service projects ranging from maintaining grassland habitat, clearing debris from herring runs, to building stairs and signage for hiking trails. The success of these projects rests squarely on the spirit of service and resiliency which permeated the whole Corps. Two projects which deserve to be highlighted for the amount and quality of hard work put in by the ACC Upper Cape members are the Oyster Relay with Falmouth Marine and Environmental Services and the land management at Talbot's Point with the Sandwich Department of Natural Resources. In October, ACC Upper Cape members assisted Falmouth Marine and Environmental Services and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife to break down, weigh, and transport to recreational areas in West Falmouth Harbor an oyster farm in Wacoit Bay as part of a multi-year-long study operated jointly by Falmouth MES and NOAA to study oysters as a mechanism for bioremediation. Members helped break down the farm and move the 300,000 oysters there to the recreational areas for Falmouth recreational shellfishers to enjoy. In March, ACC Upper Cape members partnered with Sandwich Department of Natural Resources for a multi-day project to clear trees from the Talbot's Point property to ready the site for an expansion of the parking lot. As a very popular hiking destination in Sandwich, Talbot's Point needed a larger parking area to accommodate the increased hiking traffic, and as skilled chainsaw operators, AmeriCorps members were asked to clear the large trees at the site. Calling upon the multiple chainsaw training days with the Mass DCR, Brewster DNR, Cape Cod National Seashore, and significant practice across Cape properties, ACC Upper Cape members safely cleared a quarter-acre of forest and set up the property for further improvement.
Aside from providing valuable service on the normal Mondays through Fridays, members were also dedicated to serving at weekend events this year. A couple weekend events that are important to highlight are two hosted by the South Harwich Meeting House. Members participated in theatrical community engagement events to help the Meeting House celebrate Halloween and Epiphany. Back in October, members dressed up as historical figures from beyond the grave to educate the community about Harwich's ancestral history. Members also helped put on an entertaining rendition of a Ghostbusters performance. In January, members participated in the Meeting House's Boar's Head Festival by dressing up in medieval costumes and joining in a musical, artistic, and cultural celebration of Epiphany. These events allowed the members to provide community-based service in a new and creative way that is unlike the program's normal day-to-day schedule. ACC wants to extend thanks to the Friends of South Harwich Meeting House for letting members help out and have some fun along the way.
While Phoebe and I thought it was important to highlight some of the many service projects that the Year 21 Corps participated in, we also felt it was necessary to reflect on important trainings that helped prepare the members for service in the field. A significant and unique aspect of AmeriCorps Cape Cod is the natural resource management done with chainsaws and prescribed burning. This year, ACC members went through extensive training in the operation of chainsaws, beginning with multi-day trainings with the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation, refresher courses throughout the year with the Brewster Department of Natural Resources, and additional trainings with Cape Cod National Seashore Fire Management Office. Members became proficient and efficient in using chainsaws to tackle nearly any tree on Cape Cod. In February, members added to their toolbox of natural resource management skills by participating in wildfire trainings run by the Massachusetts DCR and the Cape Cod National Seashore Fire Management Office. Though cut short by COVID-19, ACC members were able to put these skills to good use on projects such as Hawk's Nest Farm, where members clear-cut pitch pines to create upland field habitat, and at the Cape Cod National Seashore, where members cut and burn trees to restore game bird habitat.
We would now like to share this year's member experience slideshow. We hope that you can look back on this video in the years to come and fondly remember the relationships you all built with each other, the valuable service you provided the Cape Cod community, and of course, all the fun times you shared together.
Go. We are the ACC, we love the sea and the trees.
At this time, we would like to present the AmeriCorps Cape Cod Service Partner of the Year Award to an exceptional service partner who has gone above and beyond to support the program in its 21st year.
AmeriCorps Cape Cod Year 21 undeniably got things done this past service year. Yet the service done by members would not have been possible without our service partners. One service partner who deserves particular recognition for her commitment to ACC is Kelly Barber of Barnstable Land Trust. An ACC alum, Kelly continues to embody the Get Things Done spirit. Kelly coordinated the first Power Tool Training Day, provided special weekend chainsaw training for members, was an excellent teacher in Plant ID, and provided career mentorship to many members. However, perhaps her most important contribution to this year's success was the friendship and inspiration she provided. It is for these reasons that we are proud to present Kelly Barber with our Service Partner of the Year Award in appreciation for all she has done. Thank you, Kelly.
Next, we would like to present the Darlene Johnson Morris Award to a Year 21 member who best embodies a commitment to service.
3 years ago, AmeriCorps Cape Cod created the Darlene Johnson Morris Award to be handed out each year at graduation. Darlene Johnson Morris was the founder and original visionary for the creation of AmeriCorps Cape Cod. In 1999, Darlene recognized a need in the community for young, energized, and passionate individuals to help meet the critical environmental and disaster needs facing the Cape. Every year, the Darlene Johnson Morris Award is given to a member who exhibits a true service ethic and who is passionate about the value and importance of national and community service. Each recipient receives the award and their name engraved on a plaque, which hangs proudly in the lobby of the ACC office. This year, the AmeriCorps Cape Cod staff would like to present the Darlene Johnson Morris Award to Nick Banning. Nick joined AmeriCorps Cape Cod for a second term of service after successfully completing his first year with Literacy AmeriCorps in Palm Beach, Florida. Already a seasoned AmeriCorps member, Nick's passion and dedication to service shone through from the beginning of his time with ACC. His gentle spirit, paired with his vigorous can-do attitude, helped him quickly become a valued and respected member of the Year 21 Corps. Nick was always eager to learn and try new things, whether it was taking advantage of being a project lead out in the field, going above and beyond to learn more about tool maintenance, or lending a hand with a multitude of house projects and renovations. Nick was always there to help get things done. His genuine commitment to serving his community, even during the most difficult of times, never went unnoticed. Thank you, Nick, for bringing positivity and enthusiasm to a year of service that has been anything but ordinary. In this 21st year, ACC is happy to present you with the Darlene Johnson Morris Award. Congratulations.
And now, AmeriCorps Cape Cod would like to recognize the Year 21 Corps members. First off, we would like to recognize the Upper Cape members. Lourdes Abreu Torres, Alexandra Davies, Ezra Depp, Jordan Feldman, Daniel Flockton, Kelsey Leahy, Catherine McGovern, Chancey Montgomery, Sarah Paulson, Andrew Switchgable, Emily Smith. Now we would like to recognize the Outer Cape members. Nicholas Banning, Celia Davalos, Travis Levinsky, Corinne Loesch, Kendall Pargot, B. Perry, Eric Rippey, Hannah Schmidt, Catherine Whitty. Members, you all should be incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished this year. You have had to deal with a lot, whether it was tick bites, poison ivy, cold showers, bunk beds, slow internet, car troubles, quarantining, mask wearing, social distancing. You all continue to persevere and serve Cape Cod with positive, enthusiastic attitudes. As a collective, you all have completed 26,000 hours of service, created or improved 145 miles of trails or waterways, and 180 acres of land. You leveraged 418 volunteers and did almost 60 community disaster education presentations. You educated over 1,400 students through WetFest. You called 141 people to connect them to resources during this crisis. Whether it is the skills you have learned or the impacts you have made on this community, each of you should feel incredibly proud of your year of service. So on behalf of AmeriCorps Cape Cod, thank you. Thank you, AmeriCorps Cape Cod, for all the service you provided this year.
Year 21, AmeriCorps Cape Cod, thank you for your service. We appreciate all that you were able to give to us, even though the year was shortened. It is one that we will always remember, and we wish you the very, very best. Good luck.
Thank you guys for all your help this year.
Thank you, everyone. The cat hates me.
To the AmeriCorps members I got to collaborate with this past year: Chancey, Kelsey, Katie, Alex, Ezra, Jordan, Dan and Andrew, Lourdes, Sarah, Emily, and Connor, and to all the members that served on Cape Cod. While there is value in planning, there can be great beauty in the unexpected. Lean into this time and use it to learn about yourselves. I thank you for your service with us over the past year, and please come back and visit.
Hey Hannah, just wanted to say thank you on behalf of the Harwich Conservation Department for everything that you've done with us this year. Members are critical for helping us maintain our conservation lands, educating the public, and doing lots of other random tasks that kind of make up conservation. You did so with a smile on your face, and everyone, it was a joy to work with you, and everyone said that. So we wish you the best. Thanks again.
Hello, Kendall. Nauset Beach misses you, so I thought I'd give you a photo of Nauset Beach. I brought your Mars rover, your Kubota, and the truck that you lived in with me. And you know what, girl? I miss you a bunch. You taught me a lot, and you were a joy, and the Piping Plovers missed you more. Come back and visit Nauset Marsh, Nauset Beach, and Orleans.
2.
Hi Nick, it's Dee from Brewster Conservation Trust, and Louie, your office mate for the last several months. Thank you so much for all the hard work you did for us with land stewardship in Brewster. We really loved having you there. You did a great job. The best of luck in your future endeavors. And Louie says, you did a possum job. Possum BCT AmeriCorps member. Thanks, Nick. Good luck.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Thank you, Kate, from the Chatham Conservation Foundation. We're so grateful for all your help.
Hey there. I just wanted to say thank you from the town of Brewster to all of you, especially those of you who have bled, sweat, swamped boots, or endured this noise. thank you again. Your sacrifice of time and strength is greatly appreciated.
Thank you, AmeriCorps Cape Cod. Thank you, Corinne. We couldn't have done the work that we did this year without you all. Wishing you all the best of luck from Logie Bay and Wellfleet Harbor. Safe travels and all the best.
Hi, B. It's been a pleasure working with you, and all of us at IFA Marine Mammal Rescue would like to say thank you, B.
Hi, Celia and the rest of the AmeriCorps. Thank you for your service this year.
AmeriCorps, thank you for all your support.
Thank you, AmeriCorps members, for all that you did for the Cape Cod community during your time here. Congratulations, we miss you, and please be sure to visit.
Thank you, AmeriCorps.
We here at the Coastal Waterbird Program are so thankful that Ezra was part of our team this year. He made such an impact both in the office with all of his incredible creative skills to helping us lead fencing teams in the field for miles. Ezra, you were a gift to the program. We all enjoyed working with you so much, and we wish that we could have worked with you even longer. But you're part of the Mass Audubon crew now, and we can't wait to get you out on the beach and show you some chicks sometime in the future. So congratulations on your graduation, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Hey Chancey, the Conservation Commission thanks you and AmeriCorps for all your help this season. Stay safe and be well.
Hello and congratulations, AmeriCorps members, 2020. What a wonderful and exciting year it's been. You have made it through some very tough challenges. You've worked your butts off, and now it's your time to go out and find new adventures. We need strong leaders like you more than ever before. I hope that you learn some great experiences to take into your future, because we will need all of your skills. To Andrew, the member who worked with me, you're going to make a fantastic science teacher. Those students are awfully lucky if they end up in your class. We had some great times with students this year. Sorry you missed some of the best of the spring field trips, but take those adventures and have a great future. Wish you all luck, and take the AmeriCorps symbol with you wherever you go. Make us all proud. Thank you.
Thank you, AmeriCorps Cape Cod, for all your service on OCT land.
You helped us improve acres of habitat, beautiful habitat like this at the Young Flint Conservation Area.
I just wanted to say goodbye to Hannah and all the members who helped us out here at the Marceline Arboretum, which is through the Howard Cemetery Department. Hannah was exceptional with me. We identified over 52 species of trees, and she worked tirelessly on their descriptions and brochures and everything that we need to be accredited to become an arboretum. And hopefully she'll be able to come back when that accreditation happens and visit with us here on Cape Cod, but if not, we will have to send her information out to Oregon. We love you and miss you, and we wish that you could have stayed longer, and we're glad that you're safe at home. And everyone here at the town of Howard would like to thank you very much for all that you and AmeriCorps has done for our community. Thank you.
Congratulations to year 21, AmeriCorps Cape Cod. You were a cohesive group. I really enjoyed working with Travis and all of the rest of you. Good luck in your futures. Congratulations.
Cape Cod, thank you for your service during this COVID-19 epidemic of 2020. You're the 21st group to go through. This has been an experience that none of us had anticipated, but we hope you will continue to do the greater good as you continue your careers into the future. Thanks for all that you've done and will continue to do for the National Park Service and your country. Good luck to all.
Ryan, you still at it?
Oh, hey, how's it going? Ryan here from Brewster Natural Resources, and I haven't stopped doing push-ups thanks to Nick and his push-up challenge since March. And as you can see from the beard, I haven't left the office since that time either. We're just here to say thank you very much for the motivation, for the push-up challenge, and also all the fantastic service, laughs, and good times that we've shared with the Corps, Nick, and staff this year. We're so glad that we had the chance to do it, and we're looking forward to doing it next year. Thanks a lot, and let me get back. 10,060, 10,061, 2.
Chris.
Hey, thank you all, AmeriCorps, for all that you do, and I hope you have a good life.
Thank you, AmeriCorps, for putting up with our wet work and wet weather.
Thanks, AmeriCorps, for all you did for the Wellfleet Shellfish Department. You tagged all of our bags. Thank you.
You did.
Hi, Hannah. So glad you made it safely back to Oregon. We miss you here already. Your infectious, positive spirit was not overlooked throughout your time in Harwich, and your knowledge and enthusiasm were commented and remarked upon by all the volunteers you worked with and everyone at HCT. We really appreciate your willingness to tackle any task that we asked you of, and in particular your assistance with land stewardship was much appreciated, and I miss it. And recently I've been thinking about the service of our last several AmeriCorps members and how incredible they are, and how much Harwich and Cape Cod benefit from your positivity and your commitment to service. So thank you very much.
Hello, year 21. This is the Wellfleet Conservation Trust saying thanks for the good year. Thank you, Celia. Thank you to the Wellfleet House. Bye-bye.
Hi, AmeriCorps Cape Cod. Thank you so much for your service to the Water Quality and Hazardous Materials Program this year. WAT Festival was great. And I'm super grateful to Jordan Feldman for her service to my program area. Thank you so much.
Thank you, AmeriCorps. Eastham Natural Resources appreciates everything you do for us. We wish you the best of luck in the future. Wish this year didn't have to end the way it did, and we could be there in person to congratulate you. Thank you again for all your hard work and services. We will miss you.